2026 मध्ये मनपूर्वक स्वागत आहे. तुम्हा सगळ्यांना विनंती आहे की तुम्ही आपापल्या स्थानावर आसनस्थ व्हावं. सगळ्या अवॉर्डीजना म्हणजे पुरस्कार विजेत्यांना विनंती आहे की पुढच्या राऊंड टेबल्सवरती तुम्ही सगळ्यांनी बसावं आणि त्यांच्या बरोबर आलेल्यांनी सगळ्यांनी मागे आपलं स्थान ग्रहण करावं. आपल्या आजच्या कार्यक्रमाची आपण सुरुवात करणार आहोत. डॉक्टर विजय दर्डाजी यांचं आगमन झालेलं आहे. जोरदार टाळ्यांनी त्यांचं स्वागत करूया. मी सगळ्यांना विनंती करते की कृपया आसनस्थ व्हा, कारण आपल्या मनोरंजनासाठी भारतीय लोकनृत्य आणि मॉरिशियसचा फोक डान्स ह्याचा एक संगम आपल्याला आता इथे पाहायला मिळणार आहे. तो झाला की आपण ऑफिशियली कार्यक्रमाला सुरुवात करूया. त्या सगळ्या कलाकारांचं जोरदार टाळ्यांच्या गजरात स्वागत करूया. सगळे कलाकार तयार आहेत? तोपर्यंत मी पुन्हा एकदा बाहेर असलेल्या सगळ्यांना सुद्धा विनंती करते की कृपया आत येऊन आसनस्थ व्हा. आपण कार्यक्रमाची आता सुरुवात करत आहोत. कलाकार तयार आहेत. मी त्यांना पुन्हा एकदा तुम्हाला विनंती करते की जोरदार टाळ्यांच्या गजरात त्यांचं आपण स्वागत करूया. हा जो एक सांस्कृतिक संगम या कलाकारांनी सादर केला त्यासाठी पुन्हा एकदा जोरदार टाळ्या. त्यांची ऊर्जा घेऊन आपण आता आपल्या कार्यक्रमाला सुरुवात करूया. आज आपण ज्या कार्यक्रमासाठी सगळे इथे उपस्थित आहोत, लोकमत वन वर्ल्ड समिट अँड अवॉर्ड्स. आपल्या सगळ्यांना खरं तर ही माहिती आहेच, पण तरी सुद्धा लोकमत विषयी मला पुन्हा एकदा थोडंसं बोलायला आवडेल. So as we all know, Lokmat Media Private Limited is a leading media company with interests diversified in a diversified portfolio of publishing, broadcast, digital entertainment and community. It has an employee strength of more than 3,000 and has a pan-India network of offices. Lokmat Media Group publishes India's #1 Marathi daily, Lokmat, Lokmat Samachar and Lokmat Times with a combined readership of 2.56 crores. आपल्यासाठी लोकमत किती महत्वाचं आहे हे आपल्या सगळ्या भारतीयांना माहितीच आहे. एकदा लोकमत ग्रुपसाठी जोरदार टाळ्या. त्यांनी हा जो उपक्रम राबवला आहे, वन वर्ल्ड समिट अँड अवॉर्ड्स, तो एक ग्लोबल प्लॅटफॉर्म त्यांनी तयार केलाय. विविध लीडर्स, अचीवर्स, ऑन्ट्रप्रेनर्स, पॉलिसी मेकर्स, इनोव्हेटर्स आणि चेंज मेकर्स ह्यांना एकत्र आणण्याचा. एखाद्या कन्व्हेन्शनल अवॉर्ड्स सेरेमनीच्या पलीकडे जाऊन हे ग्लोबल समिट लोकमत आपल्यासाठी घेऊन येतं. ह्यात फक्त अवॉर्ड्स देणं हा हेतू नसतो. इट ऑल्सो कंबाइन्स मीनिंगफुल डायलॉग, क्रॉस कल्चरल एक्सचेंज, recognition and networking, creating a platform where ideas, achievement and opportunity come together. आत्तापर्यंत त्यांच्या 6 आवृत्त्या झालेल्या आहेत आणि आजची ही लोकमत वन वर्ल्ड समिट अँड अवॉर्ड्सची 7वी आवृत्ती आहे, जी मॉरिशसमध्ये प्रस्तुत होत आहे. पुन्हा एकदा लोकमत ग्रुपसाठी आणि या उपक्रमासाठी जोरदार टाळ्या. या कार्यक्रमाची ऑफिशियली सुरुवात करण्यासाठी मी मंचावरती आमंत्रित करू इच्छिते श्री मिलन दरडाजी, डिरेक्टर लोकमत ग्लोबल समिट्स यांना. जोरदार टाळ्या.
ऑनरेबल श्री नरसिंगम जी, हिज एक्सीलेंसी श्री अनुराग श्रीवास्तव जी, डिग्निटरीज, अवॉर्डीज, लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, गुड मॉर्निंग एंड ए वेरी वार्म वेलकम टू ऑल ऑफ यू. भारत और मॉरिशस का रिश्ता सदियों पुराना, बेहद गहरा और दिल से जुड़ा हुआ है. ये रिश्ता हमारी शेयर्ड हिस्ट्री, हमारी संस्कृति, हमारी परंपरा और हमारी आने वाली जनरेशन्स को जोड़ता है. जब हम अप्रवासी घाट को देखते हैं तो हमें इस इतिहास की याद आती है, जब भारत से हजारों लोग अपने घर, अपनी मिट्टी और अपने लोगों से दूर यहां पे आए थे. वे अपने साथ सिर्फ सामान नहीं लाए थे, वे अपने साथ मेहनत, संस्कार, संस्कृति और ढेर सारे सपने ले आए थे. आज मॉरिशस में उनकी जनरेशन्स ने जो पहचान बनाई है वो हम सभी के लिए गर्व की बात है. लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, आज मैं विशेष रूप से हिज एक्सीलेंसी श्री अनुराग श्रीवास्तव जी को दिल से धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं. सर, आपकी गाइडेंस, एनकरेजमेंट और ब्लेसिंग्स को दिल से हमारे लिए बहुत महत्वपूर्ण रखती है. हाई कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया की ऑफिस, स्पेशली वीना को हम पूरी तहे दिल से धन्यवाद देना चाहते हैं. लोकमत वन वर्ल्ड की जर्नी दुबई से शुरू हुई, जैसे वैदेही ने अभी बताई थी, फिर सिंगापुर, बाकू, हांगकांग, लंदन और इजिप्ट होते हुए अभी मॉरिशस पहुंची है. इस पूरी यात्रा की सबसे खूबसूरत बात है इस सफर में मिलने वाले लोग और उनसे बनने वाली रिश्ते. ये लोकमत वन वर्ल्ड समिट की स्पिरिट है. लोकमत के चेयरमैन डॉक्टर विजय दरडा जी, इनका विजन हमेशा क्लियर है. लोकमत शुड नॉट ओनली इन्फॉर्म पीपल, लोकमत शुड कनेक्ट पीपल अक्रॉस कॉन्टिनेंट्स. और इसी विजन को आगे बढ़ाते हुए हमारे एग्जीक्यूटिव डायरेक्टर करण बाबू का कांस्टेंट सपोर्ट और कॉन्फिडेंस हमारी पूरी टीम की बहुत बड़ी ताकत बनता है. दोस्तों, एज दे से, बेस्ट बिजनेस रिलेशनशिप्स आर बिल्ट व्हेन बिजनेस इज नॉट द ओनली थिंग वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट. इसी सोच के साथ आप सभी से एक छोटी सी रिक्वेस्ट करता हूं कि अगर पॉसिबल है तो लोकमत के टीबीएल एक्सपीरियंस का प्लीज हिस्सा बनिए. इसके पीछे हमारी सिर्फ एक ही सोच है, एक ही उद्देश्य है कि आप लोग जब 3-4 दिन साथ रहते हैं, एक दूसरे से मिलते हैं, बात करते हैं, एक दूसरे को जानते हैं, तो हो सकता है कि इस कैजुअल मीटिंग में आपको कभी एक अच्छा दोस्त मिल जाए, एक बिजनेस पार्टनर मिल जाए, कोई बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटी का हिस्सा हो जाए आप. क्योंकि जैसे कहते हैं कि असली कनेक्शंस बॉलरूम में नहीं बनते हैं. दिस हैपन ओवर ब्रेकफास्ट, लंच, traveling new countries, sometimes over a 2 AM black coffee or a 6 AM green tea. सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट बात, मैं विशेष रूप से अभय कुमार सालुंके जी का, निवेदिता नाथू जी का और अनुपम जैन जी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूं. आप तीनों के सहयोग और विश्वास के बिना मॉरिशस का लोकमत वन वर्ल्ड समिट एंड अवार्ड्स, ये एडिशन इतना जबरदस्त नहीं होता. हम दिल से आप सभी के आभारी हैं. वन वर्ल्ड का मतलब है एक ऐसा मंच जहां अचीवमेंट्स का सम्मान हो, आइडियाज साझा हो और लोगों के बीच रिश्ते और नई पॉसिबिलिटीज बने. इस मंच की सबसे बड़ी ताकत है आप महाराष्ट्र और गोवा के अलग अलग शहरों से आए हैं. आप पूना से, मुंबई से, पंजीम, नागपुर, कोल्हापुर, सोलापुर, ये सब जगह से आए हैं. लेकिन आप सभी से एक गुजारिश है कि अगले 3 दिन ये आइडेंटिटी को आप थोड़ा पीछे छोड़ दीजिए. कोई मुंबई नहीं, कोई पुणे नहीं, कोई पंजीम नहीं, कोई सोलापुर, कोल्हापुर नहीं, कोई लैंग्वेज बैरियर मत रखिए, कोई हिंदी नहीं, कोई इंग्लिश नहीं, कोई मराठी नहीं। एक शाहरुख खान साहब का एक बहुत फेमस डायलॉग है चक दे इंडिया का, वो याद आ रहा है। मुझे स्टेट्स के नाम सुनाई नहीं देते, मुझे सिर्फ एक मुल्क का नाम सुनाई देता है, इंडिया। तो अगले 3 दिन मैं चाहता हूं कि आप सभी की एक ही आइडेंटिटी हो, ONEWORLD, वन वर्ल्ड। Because we all know borders divide countries, people unite, one world unites people. Thank you, धन्यवाद, जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र। Thank you.
श्री मिलिंद दरडाजी यांनी इतका उत्तम प्रास्ताविक मांडल्यानंतर आता माझी जबाबदारी जरा अजून अवघड झाली आहे। त्यांच्या इतकं चांगलं मलाही जमलं पाहिजे ही जबाबदारी आहे, मी माझ्या परीने पूर्ण प्रयत्न करेन। त्यांनी ज्या आत्मीयतेने आता वन वर्ल्ड समिट बद्दल सांगितलं, त्याच आत्मीयतेने आपण या कार्यक्रमाची आता सुरुवात करूया। मी श्री विजय दरडाजी, चेअरमन लोकमत मीडिया ग्रुप, मेंबर ऑफ पार्लमेंट राज्यसभा 1998 to 2016 यांना विनंती करते की यांनी पुढील आपल्या सगळ्या मान्यवरांना घेऊन दीपप्रज्वलनासाठी मंचापुढे यावं। श्री नरसिंगन हंबेराजन, जूनियर मिनिस्टर, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फॉरेन अफेयर्स, रिपब्लिक ऑफ मॉरिशस। हिज एक्सेलेंसी श्री अनुराग श्रीवास्तव जी, हाई कमिश्नर ऑफ इंडिया टू द रिपब्लिक ऑफ मॉरिशस। श्री यूरी एलमाओ जी, लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन, गोवा लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली। श्री जयशंकर शेषाद्री जी, प्रेसिडेंट, इंडियन बिजनेस काउंसिल, मॉरिशस। अभय कुमार साळुंके जी, IFPO अफ्रीका रीजन, चेयर एंड फाउंडर, क्रेस्टा इंटरनेशनल होल्डिंग कॉर्पोरेशन, मॉरिशस। श्री उष्मेश राठी जी, डायरेक्टर, राठी स्टील एंड मेटल प्राइवेट लिमिटेड, आइकॉन स्टील। श्री विप्री कोरिमन जी, मैनेजर, मिडिल ईस्ट एंड एशिया इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट बोर्ड, मॉरिशस। श्री आनंद संचेती जी, मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर, न्यू एरा ग्रुप ऑफ हॉस्पिटल्स, मुंबई, नागपुर। श्री शैलेश लुखी जी, डायरेक्टर, लुक्स एंड ज्वेल्स प्राइवेट लिमिटेड। स्वातंत्र्य सेनानी लोकमतचे संस्थापक जवाहरलाल दरडाजी यांच्या स्मृतींना अभिवादन करून आता कार्यक्रमात मी पुढे वळू इच्छिते। डॉक्टर विजय दरडाजी यांना मी विनंती करते, डॉक्टर विजय दर्डाजी यांना मी विनंती करते की त्यांनी श्री नरसिंगन हंबेराजनजी, श्री अनुराग श्रीवास्तवजी, श्री युरी ॲलमावजी, श्री जयंकर शेषाद्रीजी, श्री उष्मेश राठीजी आणि श्री अभयकुमार साळुंकेजी यांना घेऊन कृपया मंचावरती यावं. मी डॉक्टर विजय दर्डांजी यांना विनंती करते की त्यांनी उपस्थित मान्यवरांपैकी काहींचं स्वागत करावं, सत्कार करावा. जवाहरलाल दर्डा यांचं चांदीचं नाणं, सुताची माळ, नारळ आणि एक फुलांचा पुष्पगुच्छ देऊन सगळ्यात आधी श्री नरसिंगन हंबेराजनजी, ज्युनियर मिनिस्टर, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फॉरेन अफेअर्स, मी विजय दर्डाजी यांना विनंती करते की त्यांनी त्यांचा सत्कार करावा. जवाहरलाल दर्डा यांच्या स्मृतीतलं चांदीचं नाणं, सिल्वर कॉईन, सुताची माळ, नारळ आणि डॉक्टर विजय दर्डाजी यांचं स्वतःचं पुस्तक द चर्न नावाचं. डॉक्टर विजय दर्डाजी यांनी आता हिज एक्सलन्सी श्री अनुराग श्रीवास्तवजी, हाय कमिशनर ऑफ इंडिया टू द रिपब्लिक ऑफ मॉरिशस यांचा सत्कार केला. मी त्यांना विनंती करते की आता त्यांनी नरसिंगन हंबेराजनजी, ज्युनियर मिनिस्टर, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फॉरेन अफेअर्स यांचा सत्कार करावा. आपल्या संस्कृतीप्रमाणे, परंपरांप्रमाणे नारळ, एक सुताची माळ, जवाहरलाल दर्डा सिल्वर कॉईन, पुष्पगुच्छ आणि दर्डाजी यांचं पुस्तक. आता मी डॉक्टर विजय दर्डाजी यांना विनंती करते इतर सगळ्या उपस्थित मान्यवरांचं पुष्पगुच्छ देऊन स्वागत करावं. घेतला जाईल. मी पुन्हा एकदा याकडे येणार आहे आणि त्यांच्याविषयी बोलणार आहे, पण आत्ता मी डॉक्टर विजय दर्डाजी यांना विनंती करते की त्यांनी आपल्या सगळ्यांसमोर त्यांचं आत्ता मनोगत व्यक्त करावं. डॉक्टर विजय दर्डाजी.
Namaskar. Warm greetings to everyone gathered here in Mauritius. For the Lokmat One World Summit and Awards. We are here, the most respected and very acclaimed diplomat, Anurag Srivastava, the Minister of Mauritius, Mr. Narasimhan, all the guests on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome all of you to the distinguished gathering. It is truly inspiring to see leaders, entrepreneurs, policy makers, and change makers come together on one platform, united by a common purpose to build trust, create opportunities, and shape a better future. I would especially like to thank all our friends who have traveled from India to Mauritius, but they share commitment to dialogue, partnership and progress. I am thankful to the Leader of Opposition of the Goa Assembly, very studied personality, Yuri, and I welcome our friend Mr. Abhay Kumar Solanke, I also extend my sincere gratitude to our friends and partners in Mauritius for their warm hospitality. The Lokmat One World Summit and Award is more than an event. It is a platform to connect minds, exchange ideas, encourage responsible leadership, and build meaningful partnership, particularly between India, Mauritius and Africa. Friends, we are meeting at the time when the world is changing faster than ever before. Technology is transforming our lives. Economies are shifting. New global partnerships are emerging, and artificial intelligence is changing the way we work, communicate, and think. In such a world, one thing has become the more important than ever is that the trust. Technology can connect us in seconds, but only trust can bring together. Capital can create business. Capital can create business, but only values can create institutions. Leadership can give you direction, but the responsible leadership can create a lasting legacy. For me, these are not merely ideas. They come from my own journey of more than 5 decades in journalism, public life and institution building. Journalism taught me the courage to ask questions, while my 18 years in Parliament taught me that asking questions is not only the beginning. Real leadership lies in finding solutions, building conscience, and making a difference in the people's lives. Today, India stands at an extraordinary moment. Our growth story is no longer only about the size of our economy. It is about the confidence of entrepreneurs, the energy of our young people, our technological capabilities, the strength of our democratic institutions, and our growing partnership across the world. India's next phase of growth cannot be driven by the large corporate only. Our SMEs, families, business, startups, and regional entrepreneurs will be equally important because they create the employment, encourage innovation, and understand local communities. When we give them access to finance, technologies, skill, and the global market, they can become the powerful engine of growth. We are also encouraging the age of artificial intelligence, which will transform almost every sector: media, agriculture, healthcare, education, manufacturing, business, and governance. We should welcome this transformation, but we must remember one fundamental principle: technology must remain a servant of humanity, not its master. Hence, at Lokmat, our approach is very clear. AI-assisted journalism not all replaced journalism. AI can help us research faster, translate better, and reach audience across language and geographies, but it cannot replace human judgment, accountability, and the credibility. Friends, there is another tremendous opportunity before us: the partnership between India and Africa. Africa should not be viewed simply as a market. Africa should be viewed as a partner in healthcare, pharmaceutical, digital technology, fintech, agriculture, renewable energy, education, and infrastructure offer enormous possibilities for cooperation. The relationship of the trust must go beyond exporting products. Indian business should invest, create local capability, share technology, develop skill, and generate employment. In future must be based on cooperation and shared prosperity. And this is where the Mauritius has a very special role to play. Mauritius has deep historical, cultural, emotional ties with India. While also having a strong understanding of Africa and its emerging opportunities. Mauritius can therefore become an important bridge between India entrepreneurs and the African opportunity. A bridge that carries investment, technology, knowledge and skill, and most importantly, a bridge that carries trust. That in many ways, in the spirit behind the Lokmat One World Summit and the awards, the words One World themselves carry powerful message. Our countries may be different, our language and cultures may be slightly different, but the great challenging facing humanity, climate change, equality, technological disturbance, employment, and the sustainable development do not recognize boundaries. Never should our solutions. We need more dialogues, not less, more partnership, not isolation. Taught me something that has remained with me throughout my life. Institutions untimely exist to serve people. Institutions ultimately exist to serve the people. He believed that journalism must give a voice to the voiceless and contribute to nation building. That philosophy continued to guide us at Lokmat. Platform may change, technology may change, business model may change, but one thing cannot change: credibility. Everything else can be rebuilt. Trust cannot. When people trust institution, they stand with it. When employees trust a leader, they give their best. When investors trust in a country, capital follows. And when the nations trust each other, partnership flourishes. That's why I believe the most valuable currency in the world today is not a dollar, the euro or rupee. The most valuable currency is trust. Though the Lokmat One World Summit and Award, our endeavor is simple: to turn conversation into relationship, relationship into the partnership, and the partnership into the progress. As we begin this summit, let us not ask only what we can gain. Let us also ask what can we create together. Let us create opportunities, create partnership, and create trust. Let us build a world where economic progress and the human progress move together. I sincerely hope that the conversation we began here in Mauritius will lead the meaningful partnership new opportunity and the lasting collaboration between India, Mauritius and Africa. Let this summit become the beginning of the shared journey towards greater prosperity and inclusion, a journey where the technology serves humanity, business serves society and leadership serves people, because ultimately our success will not be judged only by the how much wealth we create, but by now many lives improve. How we improve the lives, the society is most important. One word: summit opportunities, shared responsibilities, shared prosperity. I wish the Lokmat One World Summit and award a great success. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Mauritius.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vijay Dardaji, for this insightful and inspiring speech. तुमच्या नेतृत्वाखाली आणि अथक परिश्रमाने लोकमत अधिकाधिक वृद्धिंगत होत जाओ, वाढत जाओ, हीच इच्छा. थँक्यू सो मच. कार्यक्रम पुढे नेण्याकरता अब मैं दरख्वास्त करना चाहूंगी हिज एक्सेलेंसी श्री अनुराग श्रीवास्तव जी, हाई कमिश्नर ऑफ इंडिया टू द रिपब्लिक ऑफ मॉरिशस, to present his keynote address.
Honorable Shri Thambirajan Narsinghanji, Junior Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Vijay Dardaji, Chairman, Lokmat Media Group, Shri Yuri Alimao, Leader of Opposition, Goa Legislative Assembly, Shri Sudhir Mungantiwar, Member of Legislative Assembly of Maharashtra, Mr. Sheshadri Jaishankar, President, Indian Business Council, अन्य माननीय अतिथिगण, देवी और सज्जनों, आप लोगों को बहुत बहुत नमस्कार. मुझे आज मैं जब यहाँ पहुँचा तो डॉक्टर विजय दर्दा जी ने मुझे बताया कि 165 लोग महाराष्ट्र और गोवा के तमाम शहरों से यहाँ पधारे हैं. आप लोगों का बहुत बहुत स्वागत. It is a pleasure for me to join this entire distinguished gathering, all of you who have come all the way from India for this Lokmat One World Summit and Awards. Firstly, I would like to commend Dr. Vijay Darda and the entire Lokmat family for choosing this country for this summit. I say this because our Prime Minister said about this country that this is not just a partner, it is part of our family. And the reason for this is fairly obvious to me. I have been High Commissioner here for the last 1.5 years. And I can tell you that I have witnessed firsthand that this relationship goes beyond a normal diplomatic relationship. Last week we celebrated our 80th Independence Day. And it was a very special feeling. There are very few places outside India where the Indian tricolor evokes such profound sentiment. And there are very few countries where those people, that land, can claim such close historical, emotional, and cultural connection with India. You will see that for many Mauritians, India is not simply a land from where their ancestors came. It is very much part of their lives. Many of you would have, in the few hours that you've been here, you would have already witnessed this. You would have seen that there is something different about the sentiment for India here. It lives in the language people speak. It lives in the songs they sing, in the festivals they celebrate, in the traditions they preserve. And these historical connections are the foundations of our relationship. And this relationship has now taken the form of a modern, multifaceted partnership. This has happened due to the vision of our leaders, due to actions of successive governments, and most importantly, due to the bonds between our people. I say the last one is particularly important because this is what truly sustains any relationship. It is not the number of agreements we sign, it is not the number of announcements we make, but this deep well of people-to-people ties that gives our partnership depth and warmth. You know, India was brought here by our forefathers in little bundles that they carried in their heart, in their minds. And this India has been kept alive here by their descendants through tradition, through language, through festivals, through faith. And that is the spirit that we celebrate here every day. These bonds have been further reinforced over time. They have been strengthened by economic connections, by trade and commerce, by enterprise and investment, by tourists and business people who keep coming here. These bonds have also been enriched by our vibrant cultural connections through music, cinema, arts, literature. Together, all these exchanges have created a relationship that today goes beyond government-to-government ties. They bring our people together, closer together. They have allowed each generation to discover new facets of the relationship in terms of our shared heritage, in terms of their contemporary aspirations. You know, in this hall, I know there are, and I was checking with Dr. Vijay Dardaji, that there are business people. They would also be entrepreneurs. They would be eminent people from the field of arts and culture. Let me share some of my insights in areas of interest to you. Firstly, turning to our economic partnership. This is an economic partnership which is vibrant, which is dynamic. It holds considerable potential. We are amongst the major trading partners of Mauritius. Mauritius is amongst the largest sources of FDI into India, foreign direct investment. We have our first and only, so far, trade agreement with any country in Africa with Mauritius. This is the Comprehensive Economic Cooperation and Partnership Agreement, which was signed in 2021. And this agreement provides for a very solid framework for our economic relationship. You know, we see Mauritius as a natural bridge between Asia and Africa. It has a strategic location. It has strong trade agreements. It is part of key economic clusters. It has a multilingual and highly skilled workforce. The Comprehensive Economic Cooperation and Partnership Agreement that I just mentioned, it leverages all these strengths. So the agreement is actually envisaged, planned as something that will allow us not only to have Mauritius as a closer economic partner, but also a gateway and a hub for our economic engagement with Africa. Moving on, if I were to talk about our payment systems, our digital payment systems, UPI and RuPay are already functional in Mauritius. They provide convenience for payments to tourists and particularly those who are going on medical visas for healthcare purposes to India. We have a local currency settlement system which has been made operational. This local currency settlement system will make it easy for our traders. It will reduce their reliance on hard currency. We also have a very large development partnership with Mauritius. In fact, Mauritius is amongst the top 3 development partners of India in terms of the resources that we have allocated to this partnership. Those of you who would have interest in the health sector, I must tell you that our partnership is focused on the health sector among other sectors, and this is a domain where we see wide-ranging cooperation. We have covered both traditional and modern medicine. This partnership has expressed itself through multiple health facilities that you see in Mauritius. We have the world's first overseas Jan Aushadhi Kendra. And coming from India, I don't have to tell you what are these Jan Aushadhi Kendra. So the first Jan Aushadhi Kendra outside India was set up in Mauritius. And this provides affordable generic medicines. When our External Affairs Minister, Dr. Jaishankar, was here in April, he jointly inaugurated the renal transplant unit in one of the major hospitals here. And it was a proud moment in May earlier this year when the first kidney transplant in that unit took place. So this clearly shows how our health partnership is providing better access to healthcare in this country. So from building hospitals to training healthcare professionals, from popularizing yoga to setting up a center of excellence for traditional medicine, we are privileged to contribute to efforts to build a stronger healthcare system here. Turning to education and capacity building, I'm sure some of you would have interests in the education field. This is again a very important pillar of our partnership. We provide about 400 training slots under our flagship program called the Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation Program. We also provide fully paid scholarships to students in diverse fields. We support the youth from here to benefit from various exchange programs that we run. And these are not merely programs, these are investments into the future of our relationship. This event is being organized by a media house, and I would be remiss not to speak of the special place media occupies in our shared story. It may surprise some of you that one of the first newspapers published in Indian language in Mauritius, called the Hindustani, it was founded in 1907 by a man called Barrister Manilal Doctor. Many of you may have heard of him. He visited Mauritius on the advice of Mahatma Gandhi himself, who came here in 1901. And that modest newspaper gave the voiceless, endangered community, people who had come from India, it gave them a voice. Today, our media cooperation continues to flourish. We have an MOU between Prasar Bharati and the Mauritius Broadcasting Corporation, essentially to get programming content from Doordarshan in various Indian languages. There is a good appetite for Indian media content here in this country, and I would encourage those from the media field to look into this. Speaking of the media, of course, how can we forget cinema? Something which I'm sure is very close to everyone's heart in this room. 50 years ago, in 1976, when the first Indian movie was shot on the Mauritian soil, from that point onwards, this island has appeared on the screens again and again. The turquoise waters of Ilo Surf, the charm of the Koda waterfront, which I'm sure you will get to see or you would have already seen, the roar of the Rochester Falls, even the India House where the High Commissioner's residence is. All of that have featured in Bollywood movies, in other Indian movies. And I would say the generations of Indians feel they know Mauritius long before they come here. So Indian cinema has done what no treaty could have done. It has made Mauritius a household name in India. This continues year after year. Indian travelers keep coming here. Of course, we could do with the larger footfall of Indian tourists. Therefore, music and cinema that entertains us, business that enriches us, media that informs us, culture that binds us, These are all threads that intricately weave our people-to-people bonds. To everyone gathered in this hall, be it investors, social entrepreneurs, media persons, professionals, I say to you that you are a living bridge of this relationship between our two nations. You want to witness the spirit, and you will, I'm sure, if you travel around this island. You can visit the Pravasi Ghat Trust Museum. You can visit the Mahatma Gandhi Institute, which is the first Indo-Mauritian collaboration in setting up an institution. You can listen to the language spoken on the streets. You will hear Bhojpuri, Tamil, Telugu, Marathi spoken with pride in Mauritian homes, because culture is a living part of this relationship. Therefore, in this context, in this backdrop, I would say events like this are very, very relevant. I urge all of you to carry forward the conversations in this summit into real partnerships which can be formed through continuing these exchanges, into real prosperity that can be shared. Let this event result into more business connections and partnerships, more movies possibly that can be shot here, more tourist footfalls in this beautiful island. Lastly, before I close, let me offer my warmest congratulations to all those who are being honored at this summit. Your achievements in business, in enterprise, and most importantly in strengthening India-Mauritius ties are a source of great pride to all of us. Once again, my appreciation to the organizers. I wish the Lokmat One World Summit and Awards 2026 Mauritius edition all success. Jai Hind and Jai Mauritius.
Thank you so much, Anurag ji. I think your words have given us a huge insight into the cultural entrepreneurship relations and all the other relations that India shares with Mauritius. And I would like to take this moment and opportunity to thank you and everybody else who is responsible for this growing bond between these two countries. Thank you so much. एकदा जोरदार टाळ्या अनुराग जी यांच्यासाठी. As हे सगळेच visionaries, all these dignitaries on stage, and everybody who's present here, who's responsible for building such relationships globally, is what gives us the leeway to come here and celebrate the success of our people. आज भारतातल्या मातीतले जे रत्न आहेत त्यांचा पुरस्कार मॉरिशसच्या मातीवर होतोय, कारण ह्या सगळ्या माणसांनी आपल्यासाठी हे सगळं सहज सोपं करून ठेवलंय. तुमच्या सगळ्यांचे कष्ट, ह्यांचे कष्ट, ह्यामुळे आज आपण इथे आहोत. ह्यासाठी मी प्रचंड ग्रेटफुल आहे आणि आय वुड अगेन लाईक टू थँक एव्हरीबडी हू इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर अस बीइंग हिअर. अँड ऑफकोर्स डॉक्टर विजय दर्डाजी, मिलन दर्डाजी, the entire team of Lokmat, who thought beyond what everybody else could, who thought out of the box and decided to start this global summit. And we are here for the 7th edition. Thank you so much once again to all the dignitaries. I would like to go ahead and request Shri Narsingan Hambarajanji, Junior Minister, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Government of Mauritius, to please share a few words with us.
His Excellency, the High Commissioner of India, Mr. Anurag Srinivasta, respected Dr. Vijay Darda, the Chairperson of Lokmat, the Leader of the Opposition of Goa, Members of Parliament, ex-ministers, distinguished members of Lokmat, and brothers and sisters from Maharashtra and other parts of India. First of all, I would like to say Namaste, Namaskar, Vanakkam to all of you. And of course, very good morning et bonjour in our vernacular Creole. It is indeed a pleasure for me as the Junior Minister of Foreign Affairs, Regional Integration and International Trade to address you this morning. Now, first of all, let me congratulate the chairperson of this great organization, Lokmat. I understand that it is one of the most important newspapers in that great language that you have in Maharashtra, but also in other languages. You see, at times when we are in organizations, you have multiple organizations. But what will make the difference is the type of leaders or the type of leader that you have in an organization. I've read a bit on the achievements of Mr. Vijay Darda. Not only him, but his family, but also his father, the contribution he brought for the independence and the struggle the father brought for India. That's great, and we have to congratulate the family and the chairperson. So just like I'm mentioning about personalities, you see, His Excellency, the Ambassador, has been telling you about this special, very, very special relationship between India and Mauritius. Of course, with the type of diplomacy which is practiced by India. And one of my friends just wrote a book a few days ago where he coined the term Namaste diplomacy. And we in Mauritius also, we practice Namaste diplomacy, Bonjour diplomacy, and Good morning diplomacy. We combine everything. So the vision of leaders, this relationship has been on for many, many, many years. And the vision of our previous Prime Minister, Sir Shivsagar Ramgoolam, the father of the nation. But today we have two visionary leaders, one in India, Sri Modi ji, and also our Prime Minister, Dr. Navin Chandra Ramgoolam. But also, I have to tell you, at times it's very easy to criticize, but also I have to tell you that you've got a super dynamic. You had always been having a lot of good ambassadors in Mauritius from India, but today, Mr. Srinivasta Anurag is a super dynamic ambassador, high commissioner, and we have to congratulate him also. So, I will coin a term which has been used by Sri Modi ji when he came to Mauritius. You have a number of partners within the framework of your Namaste diplomacy, but that relationship between Mauritius and India is a sort of great love between the two countries, not only among leaders, among prime ministers, but it's a love between the two people from India and Mauritius. And you know why. If we look back at history, you will see how the indentured laborers came to Mauritius. But even before the indentured laborers, we had a number of artisans, a number of architects who came to Mauritius to build ancient Mauritius, and that is how we get modern Mauritius today. So this is a special relationship based on mutual respect, love, and collaboration. Last week itself, your Minister of Energy, Mr. Puri, came to Mauritius to consolidate our security for energy. And before that also, you will see we have a number of MOUs, strategic MOUs, regarding the security of the Indian Ocean. As you know, both for Mauritius, for the Indian Ocean countries, but also from India, the Indian Ocean occupies a strategic position. And we are thankful to India to ensure the security, along with the Indian Ocean Commission, along with the Indian Ocean Rim, along with other partners, other countries, we are ensuring the security of the Indian Ocean. His Excellency mentioned about G2G collaboration. I just mentioned energy. But before that, in the field of healthcare, Here also we are very thankful to India. And in return, what are we giving to India? You have to think about it. We have always been supporting India in all important fora, international fora. And in a reciprocal manner, India has been supporting us also. For example, to win back our island, Diego Garcia, here also we are thankful to Modi ji, we are thankful to all the people from India to give us that support. So this is about G2G collaboration. It has been wonderful, great, under the vision of Sir Sivasagar Ramulam, and today under the vision of Dr. Navin Ramgoolam and Sri Modi ji. So this is about collaboration between government. But here, today, this morning, I understand that among you, there are business people, entrepreneurs, sociologists, academics, journalists. So let me highlight. I think His Excellency High Commissioner has already started to tell you why Mauritius, beside the love, beside the special relationship between two countries, obviously you will understand that Mauritius is a small dot in the Indian Ocean. And now we are hammering on that. We are a small country, but we are a big ocean state, with one of the countries in the world with the greatest extent of exclusive economic zone. And this is important for you to take note. In terms of, I mentioned that we are a very small population, yes, I confess. But at the same time, don't look at Mauritius only. Look at the bigger picture, because Mauritius, in spite of our affinity with India, we are part of Africa. And when you are referring to Africa, yes, I have to say that Africa is, for the time being, a poor continent, relatively poor. But when it is relatively poor, it is also a continent of hope and of the future. And here we are referring to more than 900 million potential consumers. So you as business people, businessmen, entrepreneurs, when you are in Mauritius, don't look at the small market of Mauritius. The High Commissioner mentioned about a number of MOUs, number of agreements, the SECPA, which is important. And I would recommend you to take the pain to read it. Don't just mention about the SECPA. Read the special double taxation agreement, which we have with India, which has just been ratified in 2026 after arduous negotiation. And you will understand, I'm not asking you to do tax evasion. I'm a lawyer, professor of law, but there is a distinction, as you know, between tax avoidance, tax evasion with tax planning. And the ambassador mentioned, rightly so, that a lot of FDI from your NRIs comes through Mauritius and then directed towards India. And you can structure. As I mentioned, Africa is a land of opportunity, yes, but with its inherent and potential dangers. So before you venture to the great Africa, it is better you structure your business in Mauritius and use, besides the SECPA that we have, the double taxation agreement that we have with India, you will understand Mauritius has 3 or 4 important agreements, preferential trade agreements. One is known as the SADC, one is known as the COMESA, and one is known as the AFCFTA. You know, Mauritius is rare. I think only 5 African countries belong to the 2 blocks. On one hand, COMESA, and on the other hand, with SADC. SADC comprises mostly Anglophone countries, whereas COMESA englobes more Francophone countries. And another advantage, which up to now, Indian businessmen have not been tapping, Francophone countries like Senegal, for example, like Ivory Coast, just mentioning a few, they've got huge potential, and compared to Nigeria and South Africa, where in a way it is saturated. So if you business people, you come to Mauritius, you will see that you can make joint ventures or on your own, roping in Mauritian professionals who have get a good command of the French language, English, Hindi, Tamil, etc., etc. You will be able to venture not only in the traditional African countries like Uganda, Kenya, etc., but you will be able to leapfrog to Francophone countries. And we've got also, I can give you concrete examples how you can do business. Let us say, another sector. You know, in India, you tax heavily alcohol, rum, for example. Now, if you business people, you want to take the Mauritian rum, which is of excellent quality, I'm not encouraging you to drink a lot, but at times you do. So if you take the rum, agricultural rum from Mauritius, you will pay approximately 50% of taxation instead of 100%. I can give you another way, another example, concrete example, because me, I want to be concrete, not in spite of being a professor, ex-professor, I want our business people to understand in a concrete manner. For example, if Tata or any other company, you complete the manufacturing of the car in India, you send it to our free port, then you send it to Africa, these cars would go in Africa almost duty-free, quota-free. So this is how you can do business if you use Mauritius as a sort of hub. So this is about how you can structure your business, how you can form GB1, GB2, global business companies. You can venture into Africa, use all these agreements. And also we are a country of excellence in terms of arbitration. In terms of the law, we practice both common law and French law, so we can penetrate any nook and corner of Africa, but obviously with other countries in Asia. And don't forget about Indian Ocean. Madagascar is a great continent in itself, a great country. Not enough people are going to do business in Madagascar. In Réunion Island, in Seychelles, all these are Indian Ocean countries. At times we talk a lot about Africa, forgetting about these Indian Ocean countries. So these are potential. Ladies and gentlemen, you are here not only to talk about business, you're here also to enjoy. So a number of pillars are here. For example, medical tourism is here. You can come and invest in medical tourism. Another important pillar for us is AI and IT. Blue economy I mentioned, biotechnology, pharmacy, and in fact we are coming up with new legislations in order to facilitate the manufacturing of medication in Mauritius, wellness industry, education, great potential for Africa. Already we have 2 medical schools from India in Mauritius, and we have been facilitating business people coming from Mauritius. Ladies and gentlemen, you are here not only to do business, you are here to enjoy. I'm sure you will understand also, I think His Excellency mentioned that rightly. Without trying to boast too much Mauritius, you will understand that in Mauritius, in relative terms, we are preserving the Indian culture at times same like you or at times better than you. Yesterday itself, I was in Ganga Talab. For 1 month, we have been observing the fasting. I was there yesterday, and very soon we are starting also an important prayer for our Marathi people. Fasting has already started. We have an important component of the Mauritian population who hail from Maharashtra. They are Marathi people. They pray Ganesha, and very soon we'll have Ganesh Chaturthi, as you know. So you will see, ladies and gentlemen, you are here, you can pray, you can meditate, you can visit Mauritius, you can enjoy in terms of destination. No country is 100% safe, but it is 99% safe in Mauritius. So ladies and gentlemen, once more, I would like to congratulate the chairman, the great chairman, I would say, and the great organization. Let us collaborate more. I think there is also space in the field of press, whether you talk about radio, whether you talk about possibly in the future, we are going to liberalize more the audiovisual sector. So you people, or Mr. Darda himself, Vijay Darda, can step in and contribute in the field of the media. So on this note, I would like once again to congratulate you. You have, I understand there will be a sort of award ceremony. So when there is an award, it means you have achieved a lot, not only your chairperson, but you also, you achieve a lot. So on behalf of my government, on behalf of my Prime Minister, and my colleague, Mr. Ramphel, we would like to thank you for having chosen Mauritius and enjoy, work, and come back very soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Hambirajanji, for yet another insightful and inspiring speech. ही जी माहिती आपल्याला मिळत जाते मला असं वाटतं आपण ज्या ज्या क्षेत्रांमध्ये कामं करतोय त्या त्या क्षेत्रांमध्ये या माहितीचा उपयोग करून आपल्याला भारताचे आणि मॉरिशसच्या संबंधांना अजून घट्ट करण्याची संधी मिळते. कार्यक्रम पुढे सरकवूया. After this, I would like to request Shri Yuri Alamauji, Leader of Opposition Goa Legislative Assembly, to please say a few words.
Respected dignitaries, Dr. Vijay Dardaji, Milind Dardaji, the Foreign Affairs Minister Narsinganji, respected dignitaries in the audience, ladies and gentlemen. It's truly an honor today to say a few words amongst you all, awardees who've traveled for 6 hours from our motherland, India. And Lokmat One World Summit Awards is an award or a function that people of Goa, people of Maharashtra and the country look forward to. The contribution of the Darda family is an inspiration to second generation people of Maharashtra, Goa and our country, India. It is truly a proud moment for me as a leader of opposition of a small state of ours, Goa, to address you all. And yesterday when I got an opportunity to visit the beautiful beaches of Mauritius, the culture and the liberal thought that Goa, possibly and Mauritius shares, could be seen from our culture. Goa itself is known for beautiful sand, beaches and the sun and the tourism industry. And when we landed in Mauritius, I felt I was in Goa. The culture that we experienced for this day was truly remarkable. Goenkars, we share a zest for life. The fishing industry, the contribution towards the tourism industry you all to share a few words. आनीक गोंयकार कसो खरेंच कुशालकाय बघता आयच्या दिसाक तुमचे मदें दोन उतरां सांगपाक आनीक गोंयकारांक आमी सदांच सांगतले की आमचें कर्तव्य जाता गोंय राखपाक, आमचें कर्तव्य जाता आमचें पर्यावरण राखपाक, आमची संस्कृती राखपाक, आमचें जें एक आयडेंटिटी आसा. वी हॅव अ युनीक आयडेंटिटी इन द स्टेट ऑफ गोवा of being known to be liberal, of being known to be secular. So we would do whatever it takes, and we should do whatever it takes to protect our identity, and I am sure that Lokmat will highlight all that is required to make Goa a special place, and definitely our country India and Mauritius has had a very strong relation for so many years. I wish Lokmat Group once again, especially wish you all the best and thank you.
Thank you so much. आता कार्यक्रमात पुढे सरकूया. We've been gathered to present some amazing awards to some amazing personalities who've been working really hard in their respective fields and sectors to bring forward their people, their community, their sectors, and find a place on a global platform. I would like to request Mr. Narsingan Hambirajanji, Junior Minister, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Government of Mauritius, and if we can have Dr. Vijay Dardaji on stage to felicitate the awardees that I'm going to announce next. These are the Global Change Maker Awards to be presented to the dignitaries who've been working in Mauritius representing our country and who've made a big name and place for themselves in a country outside of their home country. The first name is Shri Abhay Kumar Salunke ji, YPO Africa Region Chair, Chairman of the Executive Board, Cresta International Holding Corporation Limited, Mauritius. I would like to request Hambirajan ji to present the Global Change Maker Award to Abhay Kumar Salunke ji. Thank you so much, sir. आपल्या सगळ्यांमध्ये आत्ताच उपस्थिती ज्यांची आपल्याला लाभली आहे ते श्री सुधीर मुनगंटीवारजी यांनाही मी विनंती करते की त्यांनी कृपया मंचावर यावं आणि इतर सर्व डिग्निटरीज बरोबर आपलं स्थान ग्रहण करावं. Sudhir Mungantiwarji, Member of Legislative Assembly. मंचावर आल्या आल्याच मी डॉक्टर विजय दर्डाजी यांना त्रास देणार आहे. I would like to request Dr. Vijay Dardaji to present the next Global Changemaker Award to be presented to Shri Prashant Kumar Babhreji, MD and CEO, SBI Limited, Mauritius. Shri Prashant Kumar Babhreji. Babhreji hasn't arrived yet, I'm assuming. I would like to request Abhay Kumar Salunke ji to take the award on his behalf for now. Would request all the dignitaries to be a part of this beautiful moment. The next Global Changemaker Award to Mr. Tanveer Alamji, CEO, TCIL, Mauritius. Mr. Tanveer Alamji. Thank you so much. Requesting all the dignitaries to wait there. There are another 2 awards. The next is to Kamal Hawabe, Managing Director, GWMS Limited. Do we have Mr. Kamal Hawabe? Yes. Please give a round of applause to all the awardees. Kamal Hawabe, Managing Director, GWMS Limited. And Kaushik Chatterjee, Managing Director, Indian Oil Limited, Mauritius. Looks like Mr. Kaushik Chatterjee isn't here. So this was a set for the Global Changemakers Award. I would like to request everybody to get seated. I just want to thank everybody for their presence to this prestigious occasion and making sure that all the awardees are encouraged. We have now reached our lunch break time. इतकं सगळं छान छान चाललेलं आहे, सगळ्यांना पुरस्कार मिळणार आहेत, अजून खूप पुरस्कार विजेते मंचावर यायचे आहेत मला माहिती आहे, पण आपल्या सगळ्यांनाच ब्रेकची आवश्यकता आहे. थोडीशी अजून ऊर्जा घेऊन आपण ब्रेक नंतर पुन्हा एकदा भेटूया. आता ऑफिशियली एक लंच ब्रेक घेऊया आणि इफ पॉसिबल I would like to request everybody to regather by 12:45 p.m. so that in the presence of the President of the Republic of Mauritius, we can start our second session immediately. Thank you so much. And thanks once again to all the dignitaries. Thank you so much.
हेलो, आवाज कम करिए। हेलो, आवाज और कम करिए।